with Dr. Mel. This is day 7 of the 30-day challenge, where we're going to focus on our core. If you're ready, let's get started. Let's begin in a seated position on our mats. Heart above pelvis, head above shoulders, spine nice and long. Imagining our backs up against a wall, squeezing our shoulder blades back, chest lifted. Our breath is such an integrate part of our core. As we exhale, it actually engages our spinal muscles. So let's begin by some deep belly breaths in order to begin engaging our core muscles. So let's begin by breathing in through our nose, filling our belly with air, and then out through our mouth like you're blowing out a candle, squeezing your belly button in towards your spine. Holding at the end, a deliberate pause, and then relax. Let's return to a deep inhale, in through our nose, exhaling all the air out our mouth, engaging every last muscle of that abdomen, expelling every last ounce of air out. And relax. One last time, in through our nose, filling the belly with air, and out through our mouth, squeezing every little ounce of air out, using our belly muscles to press the air out of our lungs. And relax. Let's bring our hands up towards the ceiling. Bring our hands in prayer at the top. Gaining some traction in the spine. Fingertips up towards the ceiling, stretching as tall as we possibly can. And now let's imagine a giant beach ball on the left side of us. And now we're going to roll over that ball, squeezing our biceps in towards our ears, holding it here just for 10 seconds. Come back to center, reaching up towards the ceiling, hands in prayer, biceps hugged against our ears, and then we're going to roll over that beach ball to the right. 10 more seconds to the right now. Beautiful, and let that go. Now we're going to make our way over to our back. Feet flat on the mat. Let's make sure we're centered here on the mat. Toes come to the edge of the mat. Allow your legs to come long. Engage your arms out in front of you and then slowly roll down towards our mat. Your legs are going to want to fly up. Try to keep them down on the mat if you can. If they do come up, don't worry about it. Have a laugh and try again. Beautiful. You made it down to the mat. Let's make sure my head is all the way on the mat. And then I'm going to bend both my knees and place the bottom of your feet on the mat. We're going to begin with some pelvic tilts. So you have a small curvature on your low back. We're going to squeeze our belly button in towards our spine, condensing the space between the spine and the mat, making sure there's no room to even place your hand under there. Hold it for 5 seconds. And then release. And we'll repeat. In through our nose, squeeze the belly button in towards our spine, blow all the air out, and then let that go. So inhale in through your nose, blow all the air out your mouth as you engage the core for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Let's repeat this 2 more times. In through the nose, Out through the mouth, squeeze the belly button in towards the spine. And release. One last time, in through the nose. Out through the mouth, squeeze the belly button in towards the spine. Hold. And release. Beautiful. So now we know how to engage the core properly, as well as proper breathing throughout these core exercises. So use that as your foundation. Place your hands right above your shoulders, wrists, elbows, shoulders, all in one line. And now we're going to bring the right knee above the hip, directly above the hip, and then the left knee directly above the hip. Raise the shoulder blades up off the mat. Keep the knees directly over the hips. Pull the fingertips up towards the ceiling, engaging the upper abdominal as well as the lower abdominal. Now let's breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth, and squeeze the belly button in towards the spine for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay up here. If you want to advance this a little bit more, you can extend one foot out and then the other. Otherwise, just stay in the dead bug position, knees over shoulder, knees over hips, hands over shoulders. Squeeze the belly button in towards the spine, flat back throughout the entire time. Stay with me, you're doing great. Alternating nice and slow, right and left if you're moving the legs with me. To intensify this just a hair more, we're going to start alternating our arms with our legs. So right leg, left arm. Left leg, right arm. Beautiful. Keep the core tight the entire time. We're almost there. We got 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Lower one leg, the other. Rest your head, rest your arms. Great work. You may want to massage the abdomen out a little bit here. The main thing throughout this exercise is keeping that back against the mat, not allowing space in between the spine and the floor. And if you have to remain in the first section of the exercise in the beginner level, that is fine. Once you can find that flat back and engage throughout, then you can move to the next level. Ready for the second set here. So let's bring our arms right above our shoulders, knees stacked over our hips. Lift those shoulder blades up off the mat, squeeze the belly button in towards the spine, and then let's begin to alternate the feet if you're ready for that. If not, stay just where I am now. For those who want to alternate the legs, let's begin doing that nice and slow. To start, we're going to pick up the speed here. Now let's bring the arms with us. Keeping the back flat the entire time. Five more. Beautiful. Head down, feet to the mat, arms down. Great work. Now we're just going to roll over onto our sides. Prop up to seat. Make our way to quadruped. Come slowly down to our forearms, then to the belly. And we're just going to prop up onto our forearms here, lifting our chest to get a nice abdominal stretch here. This is a great stretch to do after core work, just to release the abdomen, a nice stretch throughout the core after constricting it so much. If you want to intensify the stretch and get a deeper stretch, go ahead and press through your hands. Squeeze your shoulder blades back, squeeze your glutes, press your pelvis into the floor. Let that go. Rest your head on your hands. And you're all done. You did so good. Take a moment here if you'd like. If not, return to your beautiful day. See you on the mat tomorrow.